What up, leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We're back in Ogle this morning. Today is the 9th of May 2024. Right, it's Thursday, 9th of May 2024. And I just wanted to bring you an update on what's happening here, this rapidly changing section of the country. And what they're doing is widening this road so that it becomes a detour, a bypass from East Coast Road, right, from Rupert Craig Highway. So out there, about a little more than a quarter mile away is the East Coast Road, and this is Ogle Road. This is the road that takes you to Ogle Airport, and they've been working on widening this road for the last, I don't know, several months, 6 months or so. Started to notice the work on it about 2 months ago, the last time I was here, and I showed you that they were widening this road as an entry point to the bypass. And so I'm back here to do an update on what's happening with the hotel. So in the distance you can see that is the AC Marriott Hotel. And that's the AC Marriott Hotel, and east of that is the bypass road, which is what we're doing today. So how does all of this road construction tie in with the oil and gas industry? So those of you who've been following the growth of the economy and the growth of the oil and gas industry in Guyana, you will know that part of the long-term externality of the oil and gas industry was the development of the transportation sector and the airport, that is the ports, airports, the seaports and so on, because those are vitally important to the oil and gas industry. So one of the things that ExxonMobil was advertising as the important impact that it would have on Guyanese economy is that the presence of ExxonMobil and the oil and gas industry in Guyana would inevitably lead to the development of transportation infrastructure, because transportation is vital to the oil and gas industry, and a natural result of development of oil and gas would be development of transportation. So that was one of the major selling points of ExxonMobil.
Distance 6 miles. Duration 1 hour 44 minutes 15 seconds. Pace 21 minutes 34 seconds per mile.
Over there, that's Prattville 1 or 2, depending on who you talk to. So one of the things that ExxonMobil was touting as their potential impact on Guyana is that the presence of ExxonMobil and the oil and gas industry would inevitably lead to the development of road networks and ports in Guyana. And so this is perhaps the evidence, right? Evidence of what ExxonMobil has been suggesting is their impact on Guyana in the last 4 years or so, since they've been operating oil and gas industry from 2020, right? So the context of this update this morning is to explain what's happening in terms of the oil sector, the oil and gas sector in Guyana. So the widening of the roads and the construction of new bypass roads such as the East Bank bypass, now referred to as Heroes Highway, and so on. These are all proposed developments that ExxonMobil had been suggesting would be its impact on Guyana. Here they're building another culvert. Right, this is last time we were here, they've put a new fence up around the airport property, right? That's the airport with the plane just taking off from Ogle Airport. So where we're standing right now is directly in line with the landing strip. It actually runs straight southwest from this location. So let me get back to giving you the context. So the context of these road construction works, is that ExxonMobil has proposed for, since they started operating in Guyana, this is back in 2015 or so. Remember, I made my first video on this portion of Guyana's development in 2017, and the whole point of starting to make these videos on YouTube, to create a YouTube channel, was to chronicle or to capture how the country is changing as a result of the oil and gas industry. So the whole point of ExxonMobil operating in Guyana, the point that they were making is that they were going to have an impact on the road networks, on the airports and the seaports. And since then you've seen construction of seaports and airports. Now what they've done is they've cleared this field, and what you can see from here, I don't know if it's clear in this video, but we just saw an aircraft take off from the airstrip here at Ogle. What this clear piece of land shows is that they're extending the airstrip, because straight ahead in that direction is the airstrip, and it seems as if they're going to add another quarter-mile or so to the length of the runway. Right, this fence marks the outer edge of the airport compound, and from what I can see here and the markings on the ground, they seem to be building an extension of the runway. So they're going to make this a longer runway, I guess, so that larger aircrafts can land here at Ogle. Presently only small aircraft can land at Ogle. But yeah, so the road works, and this is the Ogle bypass road. We're walking beside. The road works are meant to be part of a larger national plan, the impact of the oil and gas industry in Guyana. It was supposed to be a direct result of the demands of the oil and gas industry. So I'm walking across this part of the widened, right, it's part of Ogle Road. They've actually laid down all of this sand as foundation for the extension, the widening of the entrance to the bypass road. And so that goes all the way out to right? This part of the widening extension of the road goes, lateral extension of the road goes all the way out, or eventually will end up all the way out at the East Bank Road. But at this end, they've filled in the canal and the parapet, and they've made this into what will eventually become a 4-lane highway. So we have over there in that distance, that's Ogle Airport complex, right? That's the Ogle Airport complex. And this widened bypass road will bring traffic into Ogle, as well as take traffic onto the bypass. Eventually